Hello truth seekers, and welcome back to our channel, where we expose the sordid underbelly of the glamorous life of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Hey, what's going on you guys? Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, we at it again with some hot that is about to burn the sipping straw the Queen herself sips with. I mean, we are in almost end of the world, oh shit, thermonuclear levels of oh shit hitting the fan, out at the old Duke and Duchess of Defiance compound. Today, it became the subject of a scorching hot gossip item. When it rains it pours for Harry and Meghan, as the struggling royals now appear on the brink of a full-blown Dracarian extinction-level event for their $100 million Netflix deal _ bracelets, hand, wrist, 157328/. But, before we dive into the stormy seas of this expose, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel and tap the bell icon to be updated on future videos. You won't want to miss out on the fireworks we have lined up for you. And now, petitioned by sources close to the streamer, the unabashed twosome have worn out their welcome more than ever. Their never-ending parade of memoircore wokeness and truth bombshells has reached a natural end. And the manufactured royal grievance machine has well and truly bred fatigue across all entertainment sectors. So much so, in fact, that the Netflix deal itself, the company that threw a multi-million life raft after Meghan and Harry tried burn literally every bridge with the actual monarchy and is now contemplating hitting a fucking blowtorch to their very infamous fucking suckhole of a deal. Literally. Full Thanos snapping these two off the face of Hollywood ecosystem, fam. And if you thought being cut off by their own family was the lowest they could go, or Netflix could just go scorched earth here and you ain't seen nothing yet. The simplest truth is that for all their braggadocio about independence and pulling themselves up by the palace bootstraps, Harry and Meghan ultimately launched and maintained their life raft, white whale of a production deal, by broadcasting those shit celeb table scraps to a global audience. Without it, they're set to go completely friggin' bankrupt before you can say, HBO cancelled the Megxit docuseries. By way of sprinting towards that last dowry from Princess Pushin and hawking whatever Remax dollar graveyard they bought to float the property tax another 90 days just to manage the eventual future where the Duchess of Det Oprah has to come in for a TLC special when the whole great silt deal goes blue, dead broke and royal hobo style. I mean, like crashed, semi-truck rollover, no chance of making it back from the ditch, shitstorm of irrelevancy deeper than Megxit style crap. Ding ding. We have a winner, so the stakes here are a goddamn apocalypse for the petulant Prince sympathizer and her ginger grifter fellow snake Ethereum entrepreneurs. But lo and behold, the saboteurs themselves, being the masters they are, saboteurs, obviously, not masters of anything else, managed to create a way to set all of that on fire and make it die. This essential connection too can't be overlooked. In retrospect, it might not be much of a shock there that they've even begun to try Netflix's good side. So perfect, their complete strategy, on display, as you shit all over the media entities that arranged your absurd multi-million-dollar exit package with the palace. After all, this was the deal struck with Netflix back when they agreed to come on board to film, on the understanding that they would have total access to the royal family behind the scenes. They were looking for a behind-the-scenes look at all the juicy gossip and drama that has made premium cable television so compelling. The hope, of course, was that Meghan and Harry would not only waltz through those doors, but that they'd open those doors and give them access to all the most dramatic power player events. But, instead of using their insider status for good and producing substantial content, these two hotheads traded it all in for a brief period of tabloid fame. Each of these disclosures, and they are surely far from over, essentially undoes every one of the things that made Netflix want to sign them in the first place. But think about this, instead of creating an amazing 10-part docuseries around the life of the royals filled with intrigue, it was this boring Harry and Meghan piece that nobody really cared about. Instead of Meghan penning an adept palace rumor-inspired dialogue, we unfortunately, are left to make sense of a senseless, gibbering rant. Remember that studio they built to churn out high-quality productions? It's now almost deserted. In other words, Netflix has yet to see much in the way of return on that $100 million investment. These two flash-in-the-pans have put on a good act, but done no actual work, and they have managed to render themselves useless as creative resources due to their inability to stop whining. Honestly, from Netflix's POV, why bother trying to prop up an unfolding disaster like this? They just make themselves look more and more daft every time you have Meghan and Harry tripping over a palace poodle. A move so obvious, protecting Netflix's brand after a constant stream of disappointing content from these two depressing pals, that no one can really fault them. Now is the moment to take the most drastic step yet, buy the rest of the contract out, shove the Harkles into obscurity, and nuke them from the platform forever. By any measure, this reboot is well deserved after one of the biggest creative flops in modern Hollywood talent reels. Because let's be real, it would be further validation in the world of pop for these people to plummet from pop stardom to pop obscurity. The breaking of Meghan's fairy tale expectations of modern Duchessdom, but in some ways you've got to admire how quickly they've derailed this gravy train, making paper off their waning celebrity 1 minute and then self-immolating in a storm of incendiary invective and scorched earth. You have to work very hard to screw up something so simple this quickly, and that requires a truly unparalleled strain of lunatic egomania. Yet still, the entire time, you will know that should that Netflix rug ever get pulled, these two eternal grifters will find a way to sob creak to shaking about being muzzled by the awful cable media megaphones yawn. The PR campfire has already been lit with Meghan's intentions to launch her own lifestyle brand as Bulwark. The tried and true woe is me of every aspiring washed-up celeb that has ever been in the game: hacked phone, Dear Diary mascara all over my diary days. I mean, Meghan's line of Royal Mama tunics and garden hats is sure to totally shake up the $20 billion a year beauty and homewares industry any day now. Rest assured she will frame this as some form of power play, a testament to her refusal to be thwarted by the pitfalls of fate. More opportunistic reach, squeezing out the last droplets from the palace tit, that'll have Harry fast-tracking production on his idiotic Polo for Dummies show to combat the bad publicity wave. If of course his ceaseless flow of anonymous truth bombs about his family alienates any last tethered production partners left of industrial-strength superglue, you can only keep lighting buckets of gasoline all the relationships on fire for so long, before you have no one on your side. Since none of us has a crystal ball or insider knowledge, no one can say for sure where this whole fiasco will go, but something is certain: as long as Harry and Meghan stay the course and deliver the theatrics we all know they will, the final outcome will be an uproarious comedy for the onlooking rest of us. This DT article mentions that as consequence of their actions, this dynamic dingus duo might finally experience their ultimate aspiration of true penniless obscurity, but with the sheen of a golden sunset behind their backs. Perhaps Meghan's siren woo-woo spirituality and jade vaginal egg empowerment proves to be the new goop frontier. Or they treat it as a cry for help and start an OnlyFans already where we can hear the unbridled version of their story direct from the horse's mouth, so to speak. No matter what comes next for the Duke and Diabolical of Montecito, one thing is clear. On the other hand, those Hollywood high-rise windows they have been incessantly breaking brick after brick through aren't going to just magically auto-reinstall themselves anytime soon. At this point, they have gaslit and cowed every major institution that could conceivably break the wheels that could turn them into history's most famous hopeless influencer couple. So grab your popcorn and soda, gang. It's gonna be a hell of a show, as they begin stamping out the embers of the Netflix trash fire they could have easily prevented. Seasoned in the rarefied air of unearned hype and unfettered attention, the fall back to the cold, hard concrete of obscurity has the potential to be fast and furious. However, leave most of your own emotional baggage, and emotional investment in the discourse, at the door. They are junk food outrage bait for the post-truth society. How about you guys? What do you think of it? Do you have any comments or questions about how we can achieve this? Until then, follow our YouTube channel for more shocking stories and scandalous exposes. Make sure you don't miss out new news about the royal family. Follow our page or they are followed by you. Thanks for watching. We'll meet you again with some more exciting royal updates. Bye for now.